Aquarius, welcome to your monthly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for December of 2015. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, very different from mainstream astrology, which you can find more about down below. All right, Aquarius, another transformative month. We've got Mars forming a T-square. I'm going back up here to the beginning. Mars forming a T-square up to Pluto and Uranus. These first 2 weeks. Okay, so there is that transformational energy, and then after this, things sort of lift. We got Venus going into a much better placement. We've got Mercury still transforming, this month, pretty much all month. And then the 21st, we got the Sun going into Sagittarius. We have a full moon in Gemini, and Uranus going station direct. So the transformative stuff sort of lifts after these first couple weeks. And one thing I want to say too is your personal chart is, of course, the most important for this. These are just the collective energies here, but I'll show you how to work with them constructively. One thing I want to say too is that if you want more specific information, do check your weeklies, where I'll look at other aspects of the week, because this is just very general for the month. All right, Aquarius, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. We've got from the 1st to the 5th, we've got still Saturn, your ruler, squaring up to Neptune in your first house. So if you've been feeling that uncertainty, that doubt with things in life, very generally, maybe relating to your career, maybe relating to yourself and your goals and your future endeavors, this is becoming easier this month. But these first 5 days is waning. It's not nearly as strong as it was in November, but it's all about working towards this. Saturn is helping you build solid foundations with career that are meaningful to you in Scorpio. And Neptune is helping you have more faith and trust in your life in general. So over these next couple months, while it's still within orb, it's a great time to continuously work hard in that area, have faith and trust, and then in that way, this does become very constructive. And you can really strive and really achieve a lot, even though we don't know or what's exactly unfolding in regards to it. So that's going to be these first 5 days. And then from the 5th to the 8th, Mars does join up to that 1 degree square up to Pluto. So here that emphasis on Pluto is heightened. And so this is a Mars in your 8th house. So you guys should have been, over the past maybe couple months, very direct on seeking the truth, expressing the truth, finding out what really matters in life, focused on things relating to beginnings and endings, life and death, transformation, healing, things like that. A lot of energy, a lot of motivation to get into the real raw, true elements of life. And so that comes under this sort of test now with the square up to Pluto. So non-attachment when it comes to these deeper things. And it could be bonds. You could be very intent on creating stronger bonds in your life, removing yourself from unhealthy bonds. So it's all great, and it's all very good to be working at it constructively, but the less ego attached we are, the less we are expecting a certain kind of outcome, the better, because then in that way we work in tandem with Pluto, because Pluto really just strips away everything that we're overly attached to, everything we think we have figured out, we're holding on too tight to, and so it's very important to be open to change. And then naturally when we're open to change, it just allows the energies to come through a whole lot easier. Now, Mars does rule your 10th house, okay? So when it comes to the career stuff, that's all transforming these first couple weeks. Again, being open to change and all of that, non-attachment with those areas is going to be emphasized. It's really going to be the key. So that's going to be from the 5th to the 8th in particular with this. And then from the 9th to the 12th, we do have Mars opposing up to Uranus. One thing I want to say too is Mars is your communication, all right? So when it comes to communication, really, it's going to be transforming. A lot of deep things might be coming up as a result of this if they haven't already. This the social exchanging with the mind, the intelligence, the communication, that kind of stuff. So know that, everything is transforming, everything is healing, and it can be very constructive when you're open and aware of that. So see that, build upon it, just take it one step at a time, and keep everything nice and balanced with it, especially with Uranus, because this opposition, you might be wanting to free yourself, might be wanting to make some sudden changes, break free of these deeper energies of life, maybe break free so you can have more, material enjoyment or financial enjoyment, which is Uranus. So just keep everything nice and grounded, nice and balanced when it comes to your values. Okay, this is both the deeper values, the non-physical values, as well as the physical material values, right? And in that way, you can find the freedom. You can have that excitement come in to this, to your values when you're taking it slow, right? And that's also involving, again, career stuff. So if there's anything there, anything new, anything exciting, anything sudden, staying grounded as best as you can, working at it, because there's something here. Uranus is showing you, metaphorically speaking, that there is some freedom to be had in the financial, material aspects of life. that can be brought into it, but it can be done healthfully, in a slow and healthy way, a balanced way. So that'll be emphasized the 9th to the 12th. Now, while this is happening, this is really these first couple weeks, we do have some nice aspects or nice shifts and aspects. Mercury does go into Sagittarius, which is much more expansive. So here it's the area that has to do with groups, community stuff, and organizations. I think naturally you're going to be thinking more about maybe having more of that social energy and the communicative and social aspects of things. And then from the 10th to the 11th, Venus does trine up to Neptune. So here, when it comes to, for all of us, relationships to some extent, but for you, the home and family stuff and maybe the adventurous spirits of life or the philosophical stuff could be quite nice, could be flowing, quite easygoing, in fact. And since it's aspecting your first house, you could be feeling good, looking good on these couple days, especially when you're just going with the flow, taking it easy. All right. So that'll be leading up to this full moon that's on the 11th, new moon, which is going to be in your 10th house here in the, very close to Saturn. So with everything that you've been building, maybe with the career stuff, with the big picture stuff, now it's a new beginning with that. Some new seeds are being planted, and it's a good time to reflect because the energies will likely be low around the 11th time period. So it's about sort of sitting with it, reflecting on it, and then over the next 2 weeks and over the next 6 months, you'll find a lot of these new things that you start now involving either career, public stuff, legacy, etc. will start to blossom, over this time period. So sitting with that, reflecting on it, and then as the weeks unfold, more energy with that 10th house, but still quite the focus and quite the energy can be drawn from it. And then on the 16th, this is where we start to sort of come into some shifting of energies. Venus goes into a much better placement in Libra, and that's your 9th house. So you could be enjoying philosophy, spirituality, adventure, nature, things like that for this basically second half of the month into January. And then Mercury does conjoin up to Pluto. So there's continued transformation when it comes to the organization, when it comes to the networking, the friends, the group stuff. And so all of that, again, is important for you to have the non-attachment, especially with the way you express yourself in those areas and convey the truth about life and the depth about life. Now, this isn't a huge transit like the Mars one. This happens, at least once a year. So the key is, it's on some level, on a subtle level around the 19th. Just be open to change there. Be open to transforming the way you view things, especially when it comes to those group and organizational stuff and how you express yourself. Now, on the 21st, the sun goes into Sagittarius to join up with Mercury and Pluto. So here, there's that focus and prana that you can gain from networking, socializing, connecting to friends, organizational group stuff going into January. Good prana life force and focus there. Then on the 25th, which will be Christmas for those of us who celebrate Christmas, it's a full moon in Gemini, and this is going to be in your 5th house of self-expression. So if over the past 6 months you started any new hobbies, anything new creative, anything new involving how you express yourself, it could even be romantic or anything else that's close to the heart. Here it's a awareness of that. What are your passions? What's close to your heart? What's important to you, in life? It gives you that prana. And so now you see that, you're very aware of that, and it's a great energy to channel into the other areas. It's very playful, it's very lighthearted here around the Christmas time period, around the 25th. And then Uranus does go station direct here on the 2nd, so if you've been feeling like the financial or material stuff has been sort of in the back burner, sort of retrograde with Uranus here over the past 6 months, that starts to move forward on the 25th and onward, slowly into January, involving the material financial stuff. All right, Aquarius, I hope you guys have a great month. Thanks for watching. Do stay tuned for this brief message about this holiday special I'm running between now and the end of December, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. All right, so it's that time of the year again for the holidays. I'm running a special this year. Get one reading for yourself for 2016 and gift that exact same reading to a friend or family member for the holidays. So whether it's a live phone or Skype session, whether it's a 1-hour recorded reading or a mini birth chart reading, you get that exact same reading you can gift out. So for more information on that, do click the link directly below. And I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday season. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe because I also do daily and weekly videos. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.